Hey gang, we are on Highway 47 in northern Wisconsin. We're on the Indian reservation, the Lac de Flambeau reservation. And you'll see there's a sign behind me. That's been up there for over 30 years. I've seen it for over 30 years. I've watched that sign fade away to now almost white. We're here on the land of the band of Chippewa Lake Superior Band. This is Ojibwe country. It's the Lake of the Torches. Lac de Flambeau means basically Lake of the Torches in French. The French used to come up here, the trader days, and they would see the Indians on the lake, the Ojibwe spearfishing with torches. The whole lake would be lit up. Indians, yes. The signs say Indian. Most of the Native Americans, First Nation that I know, the other terms we use, they like to be called Indian. So for those of you that are offended, tune out, because that's the phrase I'm going to use. So yeah, we're here. The woman that you see, the picture, is Susan Poupart. She was murdered some 30 plus years ago in 1990, in the spring of 1990. Her body wasn't found for 6 months. We're going to head over to the cemetery, Memorial Cemetery in Lac de Flambeau, up the road here. It's unsolved, but it really should be solved, and I'm going to tell you what's going on. So let's go. We are here at the Memorial Cemetery here in Lac de Flambeau. Beautiful little cemetery here, really well maintained. You can tell that the people of Lac de Flambeau take pride in their ancestors as we look around here. Yeah, Susan Poupart, 1990. And I say a forgotten woman, mostly forgotten. I'm sure her kids don't forget her, but this story's just kind of faded away, just like the poster. I have to tell you, she was an adoring mother of 2. She had a son who was 9 at the time, a daughter who was 3 years old. Everyone said that she was fun-loving, adoring, and she liked to go out. And she went out May 20th, 1990 to a house party here on the res, and left the party with 2 men at 4:30 a.m. Some say that she was forced into the car. One witness, but she was never seen alive again. And they've been trying to solve this case, but to no avail. To no avail. And we're going to talk about it, because this case really should be solved. So look around here. We have just a serene, quiet cemetery. We have the spirit houses. We've talked about them before. And we're going to walk to Susan's grave, but I thought on the way we'll look at some graves, and I'll share what little I know about these spirit houses. Well, they say they built these to keep the good spirits in and the bad spirits out. It's a place where, whether you believe in reincarnation or going to the next world, whatever that is, up to heaven, this is a place to keep the spirit cozy until they leave. And it's a place where you can make an offering, like here, and that's why they make these little windows, like some tobacco, all right? You can go to KARI The mortician, she did a couple of videos. I'll put the links in. For example, like the spirit house over here, they say they don't rebuild them once they break down. They say that the spirit has left, like this one here, is on to the next life or up to the heavens. You know, and as I look here too, I see a lot of names that I recognize just from being up here for decades, like Labarge. And you'll see Mawson. He's the town chairman for many years. You see his grave here. I see a lot of Mawsons, if you see a Mawson. So Saint Germain, another famous name up here. Lac de Flambeau, this whole region. So we go back to 1990 and they're still trying to solve it. As I said, there was one man that was initially questioned by police. And then the two men that were last seen with her, with Susan, they were questioned, but there was not enough evidence at the time to charge anyone. So nothing really happened. Now the two men's names are published. I'm not gonna say who they are, but they are published. And I would suspect everybody up here who watches this knows who they are. When they were interviewed, they claimed that they had gotten into a fight, so they dropped Susan off at a school here somewhere. There was another person of interest who has yet to be named, but they found Susan's body just southwest of here, west-southwest in the National Forest. There were two hunters 6 months later in November that found her body. She was duct taped and she was sexually assaulted. No DNA technology at the time, but in 2014, I guess there was DNA evidence collected because they said that they did testing, but quote unquote, it did not unearth any new clues. So, don't know. The young man, Wesley Philemon, 83 to 2001, died young, very young. I see a lot of young people here, a lot of young people. Now what they didn't have, which they have now, is the testing. Well, you have the DNA profiles that are many times mixed up together and they can't separate it, but in the last several years they have been able to separate the DNA profiles. So you have to wonder if since 2014 if they are doing anything, or you know, what's going on. Why hasn't this case been solved if they've got the evidence? Right? Another young man, Jeff Jack, 1985 to 2005. What a handsome guy. Handsome young man. Loving son, father, uncle, and brother to all. This is just a beautiful place, guys. I gotta tell you. Find the family tree of the culprit. DNA profile, familial DNA Genealogy. Why are we not doing that? Are we doing that? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. I called the town of Lac du Flambeau and left messages last year. No return call. I called the Lac du Flambeau Police Department. No return call. So I'm not sure what I can really do other than just put the word out here and maybe try to reactivate this. You know, anybody, people of Lac du Flambeau and the surrounding areas, come on, we can solve this. I'll put up $10,000 cash right here, right now. I'm saying I will pledge $10,000 cash for DNA testing and familial genealogy. Call Colleen Fitzpatrick Identifiers or anyone. I'll put up, if it's a money issue, I'll put the money up. So, all right, let's get over to Susan's grave and pay respects. Okay, her grave is right over here. By Helen, the Poupart family. I'm guessing this might be her sister, Carol, but there's Helen and Susan is right here. November 12th, 1969 to May 20th, 1990, and it says, "Blessed are the early dead." Well, hopefully people see this and we can get this case solved. I hope her kids are doing well today. I hope the family's healthy, and God bless Susan Poupart. Let's solve this, guys. Rest in peace, Susan. Rest in peace.